Greetings, family. Welcome to Pan-Africanism Towards Nationhood, building a global Black business pipeline. And family, we have another wonderful special show for you as we always do. And tonight we're going to get right into it. I got my good brother there in Ghana in Gyaahadze, our vice president of our Black Star Pan-African community. And I'm the president and the administrator of the Black Star Pan-African community. So all we're talking about today, family, is about the Black Star Pan-African community. And we're going to get into many different things. And we want people to know more about what we do and how we can connect them, because we have built a global Black business pipeline. We've built a connection from America to Africa to where we can help you live, do business, repatriate, and connect. So we're going to go into more details, and we know, as usual, we always have the documentation for you. But my good brother, here is the topic right here: practical repatriation, Pan-Africanism, and nation building with Black Star community in Gyaahadze, Ghana, hosted by Bomani Tyehimba and Azibo Ajani. Now, my good brother, what do you think of that title? Does that title fit the mission that we have in our community? All right, now excuse me. Let me make sure I unmute you. All right, great.
Yeah, I like the word practical. Practical makes a lot more sense, and I think we have to do things that make sense in this 21st century. You know, things that are logical, things that we need to do. That's beans and cornbread, so to speak. We can't get too far off the beaten trail, a path of liberation. We need this. We need to be basic. We need to create a lifestyle for ourselves so that we can build the empire that's very much needed for our children. You know, we've been on this path for since Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey did the spark, and we have to be that fire.
Yes, brother, the fire. Drop that
right.
fire.
That's right.
What do you love about Marcus Garvey so much? You know, because you talk a lot about Marcus Garvey, and I see you got. I'm seeing you wearing a Black Star, just like I'm wearing a Black Star.
Right. Yeah. Marcus Garvey, he laid down what was supposed to have been advancing Black people to the point to where we could have Dubai's, we could have Taiwan's and New York's, and I mean, cities of the future. You know, we need this. Africa's got all the resources. Africa got all the world need Africa. Africa don't need the world. And I'm here in Ghana, and we have the resources, we have the land. All we need is the investments. You know, we have the leadership. All we need is help, and continuing what Marcus Garvey started. I guess it's about 100 years ago.
Yes, 100 years ago, brother. You're right on point. It was in the 1920s, and now we're in the 2020s.
Right. I feel like this. I feel like we've been wasting our time. We've been spinning our wheels like a hamster in a cage, and that cage is, colonial education, colonial religion, whether it be Christianity or Islam. We've been spinning our wheels for other gods, and we've been leaving our ancestors behind. You know, I think it's a disrespect, really. You know, we need to pick up the mantle. We need to pick up the ancient wisdoms of our ancestors and to use it in our school systems rather than patterning ourselves after the Western education platforms as far as education is concerned. And we need to deal with the rather than representing ourselves in the religious aspect of it, we need to deal with the spiritual aspect, and it needs to be organic. Africa needs to go back to the Black organic mindset. We need to go back to the ancient wisdoms of our ancestors, because they're the ones who died for us. Jesus did not die for us. Jesus died for our oppressors, and it shows in their success. They used our religion that basically came from Africa, and they used it to cage us like a hamster inside of a cage, spinning our wheels and not getting anywhere, you know. And I call it we've been in a state of no growth. We've inherited the Garden of Eden and we've been blessed with all of the gold, all of the silver, all of the manganese, all of the you know, all of the resources that we need to grow, but we don't grow. Everything grows. Africa is rich. Africa is not only rich in soil, but rich in resources, rich in culture, but we still remain no-grows. I don't call ourselves Negroes, I call ourselves no-grows, because we're not growing. We're not growing as a people. And simply because we're not unifying, we're not investing in the very thing that civilizations used to invest. Civilization used natural resources. Basically, primarily resources is the money, because without resources, you can't even have money. It takes resources to even produce money, to manufacture money. And then you take that money and you create institutions. So that's what we need. We need institutions. And we need the type of institutions that pattern ourselves after ourselves, based on the ancient wisdoms of our ancestors. That's what we've lost, you know. And we need to go back. We need to go back.
Azebo, perfect. Well said. Great introduction. And family, as he's talking about, let me just show you what we're talking about right there. So that's what he's talking about. Now, Brother Zebo, what do you feel about what we're working on? You're there as a vice president running this operation, and we have our own Black Star Pan-African Community House/office, and we're building it from the ground up. Is that what you consider this practical? Is that what you consider this in the right path? Where we're working at?
We are having a problem. We're having a rain. It's showering. It's actually a storm.
Oh, that's fine. We can I can hear you loud and clear. So let the storm, and we'll keep on talking and everything. And if it gets disrupted, I will continue with showing some of the documentation, and you can always just reconnect. But based on what you're talking about and things, because you have identified the problems and the struggles of our people. Because once again, family, let me just post up the topic real quick for you. We're talking about practical repatriation, Pan-Africanism, and nation building with Black Star Pan-African Community. So this is the community that we have, family, and that community is for you to repatriate, which is to join the movement of returning to the land of your ancestors, specifically for nation building and Pan-Africanism, and to build a future for our children and put things in place to where we can be a sovereign, independent people, and we have all the things we need to be self-sufficient and build our own ecosystem. So with that, family, what you're looking at is 15 and 60 acres of land, and that's the foundation. Malcolm X talk about it. Land is the base of independence. And he talk about all revolutions and all aspects of this nation building is based on land. So that's what we have, family, right there. And that's our good brother right here, Azibo, and myself right there. The last time that we were in Ghana, and that is May 2022. So, family, we like to give you consistent update. And then the picture on the left is our consultant, the surveyor, myself, the chief of our community, and one of our attorneys. And then we have group pictures and so on. But this is just an introduction. I'm just showing you a flyer or a brochure flyer. And what I'm telling you, family, once you get to our website, you see full details, which I'll show you. And let me just scroll down some more. And that is the other part of it right there. And what you hear in the background from a Zebo microphone is the rain. Is it storming that bad? I know he's like, it's not rainy season, but it's raining. And that's what I love about Ghana. Well, perfect, we can still hear. But what I want people to know is that, and let me just prop you up so we can see each other. And what I'm letting everyone know that, the beautiful tropical country of Ghana we're in, it rains. So when we talk about building our own ecosystem, we're talking about using catch water methods, and also people can use other methods to make sure that they have adequate water supply throughout the year. Now, the catch water system, people may say, what is that? What is that? Well, the science of it is since it rains so much in Ghana, you want to create a system to where the rain goes from your roof and channel down into a gutter system into an underground tank. And then in that underground tank setup, what you have attached to it is a pump and filter system. And you can treat your water, you can do certain things. So what you have is your own independent water supply that you can have up to 6 months to 1 year of water. And you can build this big tank either under your house or on the side of your house, but you want to have it completely just secure to where there's no lights, because that way you don't have situations in your water. So these are some of the modern day advanced situations that we're sharing with people. And also, family, once you look at the screen right here, that is a 15 and 60 acre survey. The 15 acre on the right side is just a layout of how the actual community looks with lots, and then the roads, and we have a business / technical center, and also a community center, and then a office / security entrance post. So that whole setup right there, family, is just us building a nice 15-acre community and using that as a foundation for what we're talking about, Black Star Pan-African community. And let me get Azibo back in here and see if we can just get into some more information for you. Greetings, brother. What I want you to do is I want you to share some updates on some of the things that we talk about that's actually going on in the town, because I'm telling people that we've been in this town for 3 years, and the 3 years was like straight up pioneer moves. The pioneer moves was basically us building relationships in the town, and also securing land, and then working towards just us building more public relations and building a better presence to where people know who we are, they understand who we are, and we can connect better with them. So let me know if you heard me nice and clear, brother.
Yeah, I can barely hear you because of the rain. The rain is so loud.
Wow.
And I guess it's the way the acoustics are in this room. But I know you wanted me to share something, share my experience here in Ghana.
Yeah, share your experience in Ghana and where you moved to in Ghana originally, and also share your connections of what you've been able to accomplish in Gyaahadze, and share some of the vision that you and I talk about as we're working together to make this enterprise a viable enterprise to help people live, do business, and repatriate to Africa. And I'm also letting people know that the office that we have there, it's a nice complex. And if someone wants to move and get some good price to rent and
Yeah,
be right close to their land, then we can help them with all those services. I don't think there's anything that we can't help people with. So I'm telling people from passports, visa, eventually citizenship, residency, we can definitely help with. And we can also help with apartments, houses, permanent and temporary residential situations. And then the most important thing, we have land available where anyone can invest for residential land or commercial land. And also we have farmland. But go ahead, brother, share your information and tell your story. And I'm going to just prop you up so people can hear you loud and clear.
yeah. Well, we're working on a project now uh, for the 60 acres, and right now we're clearing the 15 acres. We have 60 acres and we have 15 acres. We're spending a lot of time on the 15 acres clearing and putting up uh, plot markers, because over time the overgrowth, there's a lot of overgrowth, and the foliage and the plants and everything, they grow real fast here because the ground is so rich. Um, what I'm doing, I'm not building right now, but what I'm using my plot for is to start a poultry farm. One of our youth members, we have a movement here in Gyaahadze that we're starting. It's called the Best Pack. Best Pack is Black Star, acronyms for Black Star Pan-African Community Economic Youth Movement. And one of our members want to start a poultry farm. So I'm using half of my plot, my 80 by 100 feet plot, to start a poultry farm, and the other half I'm using to grow vegetables. That's onions, garlic, potatoes, uh, what do they call it? Ginger, corn. It's a plethora of different items that I want to use for my restaurant. I'm opening up a restaurant, and I just came from the restaurant doing painting and stuff. But I want to open up. I want to have a grand opening the first of the year, and I have talked to the chief. The chief has given us free reign over starting businesses here in Gyaahadze, and he's also offered help in getting our citizenship, getting citizenship here. But we have a chief residency here, and we're getting ready to start we're opening up a business, a restaurant called. Our restaurant is called Gazebo's Cuisine, which is going to feature jerk chicken sandwiches in Jamaican cuisine, and it's going to feature Ghanaian cuisine, which is jollof rice and fufu, and it's a number of different items that we're going to serve in our restaurant. And speaking of restaurant, my restaurant is the first restaurant to open in this village. So everybody is excited, and the towns, the village people are excited about this restaurant. And I'm just really happy, and I'm really aggressive and happy that this is going on. And there's a number of opportunities that we can do here in Gyaahadze. And I'm just happy that I live here, and and part of the youth movement is we want to set up a platform, an investment platform. It's called crowd farming, which would allow uh, people to invest in the farmers here, and they can invest in whatever crop that the farmers specialize in. Uh, we have one farmer that specializes in corn, and another one that specializes in poultry. So they can invest in the poultry farmers, invest in the crop farmers, and they can receive a return on their investment. This is a new type of a program here that's implemented by the Ghanaians here, and it's called crowd farming, which is very lucrative, and it's growing. Everything is growing here. Everything grows in Africa, and you can. Another thing that we're investing in, we created a product, our movement, which is called the Economic Youth Movement. Uh, we created two products. One is a drink called Spicy Icy. It's a combination of lemonade, ginger, and a little bit of pepper. So it's a spicy drink, but it's also a refreshing drink. And the other product that we invented here at the youth movement is called Dream Cream. And what I'm doing is I'm doing drawings, and I don't know if you can see these drawings, but I'm gonna let you see the drawings that I created.
Yeah, your full screen. So show it. There you go. Just back it up a little bit. Yeah, I mean, if you're too close. This.
Dream Cream ice cream. And right next to my Azibo's Cuisine restaurant, I'm gonna have an ice cream party. So we got original ice cream, especially chocolate. Ghana usually ships out its chocolate to other countries like Nestle, or like different companies. But what they're doing is they decided to keep their chocolate and ask the companies to come here. You know, you can go to my page. Wodamaya he has a whole spread on explaining the conditions that the farmers, the chocolate farmers, cocoa farmers are going through. They make less than $1 a day, $2 a day farming their cocoa. But cocoa worldwide is $1 billion product. So I wanna create a product that uses Ghanaian cocoa, which is chocolate ice cream. And my ice cream parlor be opening up, grand opening up with my my Azibo's Cuisine restaurant. So we are doing a lot of things, and we are planning for the future, and we just want people to be a part of it. We need help. Africa is the future. You know, I know you've heard that statement before, but most importantly, the African mind is going to make Africa the future. We have to deal with the African mind, and we have to go back to the organic mindset of Africa. You know, I'm just telling you the truth. You know, this is just This is what we need to do in order to get out of this quagmire of powerlessness and not controlling our own destiny. That's what Marcus Garvey lived and died for Black people to control our own destiny. And we are following in the footsteps of Marcus Museo Garvey. I know you see the background. I know you see it's raining out here. Let me show you. Let me show you how it's raining out here.
Oh, go ahead, brother. Let me make you live and you show everybody.
I can hardly hear. I can hardly hear you. But,
yeah, we got to get you some external microphones. But yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. Yeah, so as you can see, it rains a lot, so we always got to make sure that, well, the water is going in the ground, but we always can make sure that we harvest water.
Yeah. I don't know if you can see that.
Yes, I can see it out there. And that's why we have to make sure that we put proper drainage and everything because it rains, and make sure that we reserve as much water that we can use for other things.
Close the windows, maybe I can get the sound out.
So yes, family, that is our office right there in Ghana, in Gyaahadze, and that is Vice President Azebo, who manages the office, along with Secretary Dr. Cassandra Hawkins. So that is the energy we have, family. I'm operating here from Georgia, and we have the link going. So
we've been doing it good.
We're fully in fledged for repatriation to help anyone who wants to live, do business, and get set up in Africa. The best thing we always have is our tours, which takes you to the land. Yes, brother, yes. And I'm sure you remember the last time we came to the land. I'm sure you remember the last time we came to the land.
Sure what?
Yeah, we're gonna have to get you some headsets. You have to get some headsets so you can hear good. I know it's raining and everything. I was saying, do you remember the last time we came to the community, came to the land, and we took all the pictures? So
there wasn't nothing. There wasn't nothing out here. It was just it wasn't nothing here. But this place is growing like crazy, man. It's growing.
We're pioneers. You remember the first time I took you out there? There was actually nothing out there, and that's what I'm telling people. You know, some of us have to be trendsetters to where we go out there and we build a movement, we build an energy to where other people can connect on. And I'm telling people, right there in that same house that you're living, we can help anyone get one of those units. It's not bad, family. Great price. $1,200 a month, $1,200 a year. Excuse me, not a month. So basically, what you'd pay for your monthly rent here, you're using that to pay for a whole year. And then you can just get your land, and then you can literally just build over a period of time. And the next thing you know, you're done.
Yeah, that's right. We're right across the street from our development. So a lot of our clients, they move into this area, the Gyaahadze Estates. They move here. They rent this place for a fraction of the cost to where you would get a 1-bedroom apartment in New York or
and brother, you have to pay even Accra, brother, even Accra. I mean, what you looking at?
That's right. In Accra.
A year.
Yeah. Accra, everything is going up. But even though it's going up, it's still not as bad as the prices aren't as bad as in the U.S. You know, we have a brother, his brother Carter and his family. He's coming this December. Ain't you supposed to be here in December?
No, it's November, and you don't give the man's name out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
what we have family, we have different families where they're a family of 2, 3, 4, 5, and what we're doing is getting them set up in the actual town, and then they can start building on their land. And then what they're
yeah,
doing is
that's
they're
right.
gonna save a lot of money. They're gonna save a ridiculous amount of money, family, because if you compare the 1,200 per year where we are with a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, and you go somewhere deep into Accra,
That's right.
now that becomes a whole different situation. And then I mean, if you want to live in a city, that's fine. But at the same time, too, what we're telling you is we're building a development to where when we first came out there, and I'm telling people, it's an area where someone said that it was densely populated. That's the idea. You want to go somewhere where you have lots of land, because with land, what can you do? Like, say, example, brother, all the plans and all the things that we're putting together is like I tell people, what if certain things work and we get the actual resources that we need? Instead of you going to Disney World, we have our own operation, the Black Star Pan African World. Instead of going somewhere else, you now can have black families enjoying a nice holiday, nice getaway, right there in a
That's right.
town where it's built for them, by them, and all the resources that we're making, all of the profits and business, we're recycling it. We're building our own financial institutions. We're putting our money together in a corporative economic stance to where now, if say we want to
Right.
build a beach town, a beach city, we want to build um, resorts and things. And that's what I'm telling people, that for those who have people that are investors that are interested in land development that have experience in America, and say they want to build a factory, they want to build the things we talk about, a theme park and so on, or there's no limitation, because with land, you have the foundation which you need to build out. And when you build it out, you're creating new opportunities where people can live and enjoy a beautiful world. The beach is right there. When I first came there, the beach is super clean, and we can still maintain it, and just clean it up and do all the things we need to do. So you have the foundation there to live in paradise. And then we also have this additional farmland. So like Aziba talk about poultry farming and talk about all the things that you need. You're just creating an organic world where you can be self-sustainable to the highest level. And that's what the Black Star Pan-African community is about, family. And that's why we have our operation here in Georgia and there in Ghana, to where if you're in Georgia, you can reach out. And then if you want to see the land in Ghana, you get to the office, and we have people there, our brothers there managing the operation, and they'll show you, and then he'll show you the activities with the security and people who are building and so on. And it's the connection that we have. And what I tell anyone, if you're interested, what you have to do is just text me your name, number, and email address, and then I'll send you the detail via email. And what I want to do is I want to just do a quick share of one of the emails that we have. That way, I can show people what we have organized to send. All right, let me give you full screen. So that's it right there. I know it's a lot of information, and as you can see, brother, we're very detailed. So anyone that's interested in land, interested in being a part of a community, one thing I'm always telling people is, like, all the details are presented to you up front. Take your time, look through it. This is sample applications. This is presentation. This is documentation. This is general application for you to fill out. This is examples of all of the paperwork. This a full real estate operation where you have all the details in front of you, and then when you finish looking through it, then we can have a private call, whether it's a video call or just a direct phone call, and go through it. And then when you're ready to go see the land and ready to go do whatever you need to do, start building. We have the office right there, and that's it, family. It's just that simple. We make it real easy. So other thing that we have access to helping you with, straight on the consultation, if you just want to just make a move, we'll help you get, we talk about get set up. We'll help you with your visa, help you get your residency, Ghana card, help you get all the things you need. And if you need a tour guide, we help you with a tour guide to move you around. And that's for people who want like a private setup there in Ghana. And then anyone who wants one of the units, once you connect with me, I'll get your information to our brother, and then we'll show you the videos of the unit, the pictures, and we'll work out all of the logistics for you. So everything is done for you to it's simple. So we have a full flow of what we call repatriation. Me and my brother, we cover it from literally from here in the US to there in Ghana. And that's the reason why we talk about when we try and do this kind of business, you're setting up business to where it's, things are connected, things are organized, things are set to where you make yourself available. Now, as you scroll down to this email, what it's going to do, and family, it's a lot of information. I have other presentations where we go through all these things in detail, but when you're dealing with someone like myself, I'm going to give you information I want you to process so we can talk about, because the commitment of what we're building, it's a lifetime commitment. So you want to make sure that you're clear about everything, and we're respectfully enough to say, hey, process everything, look at everything. You have access to all the videos that we're going to show you on YouTube, the photos and Facebook. And that's without you making any investment. And then when you're ready, you at least have the numbers in front of you as far as the land cost, the survey, the administrative costs, the annual membership dues per year, and so on. And these things are just broken down in details, how to get started, documentation, the details of all of the attached files, cancellation refund policy if you change your mind. But because it's what it is. But we'd rather for you to be clear and make a full commitment, and then we just work together to build something very special for our children, our future, and make an example to where other people can start putting their money together and putting their financial resources together, and not just living a dream in America that, that's America is a one and done. Even the people in America, they're not thinking like that. They're like, okay, I'm going to do business in Asia, India, so on. And, they're enterprise, and we live in a global world. And it's like, we all, if we wanted people to take us serious, if we want to build certain things, we must put our resources together and tackle on the future operations in Africa. So I'm always hate or troll on what we're doing. If you do, that's your business. But what we're doing is literally telling you, build what you need to build in America, and let us do what we need to do in Africa, and let's keep things connected. And even though it's one organization, I'm here and Azebo's there in Ghana, we're just showing you under one organization that connection that we have, and now we can just do things for you. So that's why we have all this detail on here. Yes, brother. So it's one of those things I'm always telling people, when they're ready, they just have to just reach out, and I'll get those information out to them. We have also incredible things like right here. This is my favorite right here. These are all of the videos, brother. All of the videos we have been, recording from the last 3 years, whether it's presentation, us going on the land, us clearing the land, some of the videos that you shot, the aerial view videos of us in the office, videos of us in the town, meeting with the chief, us getting an introduction from the attorney, the surveyor, the consultant. So we tell people we've been completely transparent on this, and only thing is going to happen, brother, is that we're going to get better, because when you start from the from the ground up and you're building what you're building, and I tell people, we work on this every day, and we don't have time off. It's
a way of life. It's a way of life.
Yeah, go ahead. Let me just let you go, and then continue on to what I was talking about in the presentation, and then I'll get back to the videos and we'll talk more about the videos.
Yeah, like I was saying, people look at it as separate from the way they've been living, but the liberation struggle is exactly what it is. It's not only a struggle for liberation, but a struggle to become wealthy, a struggle to enjoy the wealth that our Creator has given us. He has given us the richest continent on the planet, but we don't even feel like we own the resources that's been given to us by our Creator. We got a brain drain. We got people that want to go to other countries here on the continent. They don't even want to be here, and that's not good. That's backwards. Why can't we take Africa's resources so that it can benefit us as a people? Africa has enough resources to make every Black person on the planet a millionaire. Why is it benefiting other people? It's because we are going in the wrong direction as far as our destiny is concerned. Marcus Garvey had the right idea. All we have to do is Sankofa, go back and claim what the Creator gave us in the first place. You know, we have to claim what is ours, and what is ours is what the resources that that Africa holds for us. We have to we have to we have to train our leaders, our children to be the global leaders of tomorrow. You know what I mean by that is that the resources that Africa has, it belongs to Black people. It belongs to us. And the only way that we're going to benefit and reap the benefits of these resources is not let China use the resources, not sell the resources to the Portuguese, to the Indians, or to the rest of the world without it benefiting us first. You know, that this whole Africa inter-trade thing, you know, they had the same thing in America. I think they call it NAFTA, you know, that whole intercontinental trade type of thing. You know, we have to decide what we want to do ourselves. We can no longer allow the West to come in and decide what we can do with our resources. A good example, look at the Congo. Look at the turmoil the Congo is going through. You know, look at our leadership. Our leadership we need to revamp on our leadership. Our leadership is leading us down the wrong path in terms of economics, in terms of our resources. The resources in Africa should benefit the Africans. You know, that's what the whole phrase "Africa for the Africans" is all about. And it shouldn't anything hold us back from doing that. Not religion, not our belief systems. I mean, you can believe whatever you want to believe, but religion is not economics. Religion doesn't go into economics. Economics is for us for the wealth of African people. Black wealth is are the resources of Africa itself. That's what Black wealth is. We haven't even began to create our own currency. I think a few countries is basing their currency on gold. You know, something that the idea was put forth through a few leaders. There was one Arab leader that wanted gold to be the world currency, but you know, he was he was stopped. You know, our leadership is under attack, and our leadership has been under attack for a long time. You know, we can't stand by and let our leaders get wiped out. All it is we're in a war. We're in a war. We have to realize that we're in a war. We're in a war on all levels at the same time. Religiously, we're in a war. You know, we're dealing with our education is colonized. Our religions is colonized. You know, they colonize our spirit. You know, and Africa inherently are a spiritual people. You know, and we need to come to a reality that we have to be for ourselves. We have to go back to the belief systems of our ancient African ancestors. They had the right idea. It's time for us to rise up and to create a paradigm of our own. We can no longer let the West define our narrative. We have to define our own narrative. And the Pan-African, the Black Star Pan-African community is going in that direction. We're moving in that direction, especially with the youth movement. Do you know that most Black folks here in Africa don't know too much about, they don't even know who Marcus Garvey is. They don't even know what Pan-Africanism is. So we have a lot of work to do. We have the knowledge in the West, and we need to bring that knowledge to Africa here,
Well,
so that
perfect.
we
Well,
can,
perfect. As if on that note,
teach our children the truth.
well, perfect on that note. That way you just catch your breath. Um, what I want to do is I want to slow things down a little bit and talk about one thing at a time. As far as Pan Africanism, I know we have
But
talked in general and talk in details also, but let you and I work to where, as a matter of fact, yourself, since you're more the person that's speaking. Let's put it to where you just explain things one by one, as far as just give a great breakdown of Pan Africanism is, and then talk about Marcus Garvey and the connection, because the thing you and I know for sure is that we have a whole generation of children, not just in Africa, but in the Black world in general. And these are not things that they're clear on and know about. I mean, you're talking about this a new generation of people who literally just, these things aren't taught to where, like how we're talking about it, because we're talking about it on a practical stance to where it's being, the movement is being built, and we're not only just organizing, we're mobilizing, and we're just getting things done. So, because people are confusing Pan-Africanism online, and they're saying that Pan-Africanism is dead, and there's a bunch of negative foolishness. Those people are trolls and haters. I don't pay them no mind, because they're trying to make a name for themselves on YouTube by just attacking certain things. And what I'm telling people, if you talk about Pan-Africanism, nation building, you talk up to us. When where we live this life, you're a practical example. You're right there, and you're one of the few people who have been open to just taking a position there in the town. I mean, and I'm telling people like family, there was nothing there when we all came there, but the town is growing and it's building. But it was a vision. So we're telling people the level of Pan Africanism is us using our resource, our connection, our skills, our intelligence, and more than likely, kind of basically reversing the brain drain. Because since we are stolen people, those of us returning, we're not just returning and retiring. We're also returning. If you want to retire, that's fine. But we do recommend that if you're going to do that, participate in training programs and teach our youths how to do many different things. Like we talk about business and technology. That's the foundation of what we're doing there. Building a business and technology center, or building a business and technology community, along with sustainability. So we're not limiting ourselves. We're covering all aspects of things. But yes, brother, break down our Pan-Africanism and Marcus Garvey and all of these wonderful things that you and I talk about, so we can just share it with our generation of people who may not know and understand these things in a practical standpoint, not a glorified situation.
practical, in a practical sense, you know, Pan-Africanism is building Black wealth, building economics, it's building power for Black people. Power meaning building a stable Black middle class, or building wealth for Black folks. And this is what was one of Marcus Garvey's dreams. He had millions of followers all over the world. And that's where you get the Pan-Africanism from. His dream was to build a global Black economic system. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people didn't know that about Marcus Garvey, but his main thrust forward, his main destiny was to build Black wealth worldwide in terms of unity, and using Africa as foundation for nation building. Another person was Kwame Nkrumah, studied, was inspired by Marcus Garvey. That's where you get the Black Star from. That's where you get the Black Star. in the Ghanaian flag, you got the black star. But then you got the gold in the background, which is a symbol of Ghana, because the word Ghana means gold. And the major resource, the most important resource that we need to harvest and to build is our black minds. And that's the reason for the youth movement. Our youth movement here, just starting here in Gyaahadze. I'm pretty sure it's starting elsewhere in Africa, but the main thrust forward is technology. Building Africa and using Africa's resources as a currency, as a global currency, and building powerful institutions to educate our black minds. And that's what I mean by going back to our organic black mind, which is using the wisdoms of our ancient African ancestors as a foundation for black education and to build our education system. Marcus Garvey had the right idea, but he was shut down. He was shut down by our own people, which I call them gatekeepers, for white supremacy. It was out of envy and jealousy that they.
All right, we'll let our brother connect back in. And family, our brother was talking about Marcus Garvey. And let me get this banner out of the way. And as we're talking about Marcus Garvey, as we talk about also educating our generation and our future, these are some of the books that we have read. This is Dr. Tony Martin book, Race First. Great connection into the importance of what we're doing and why we're doing what we're doing. Greetings, brother.
Yeah.
As you can see that we literally, you're talking about Marcus Garvey. So what I'm doing is sharing some books because sometimes people want to know about Marcus Garvey, and your video looks real good now. It's coming in well. So this is one book, family, and the philosophies and opinion of Marcus Garvey. So when we build the Black Star Pan-African community, you notice we all got black stars in our shirt, and the logo there's a black star. And we talk about Marcus Garvey and Kwame Nkrumah. That's a true story, family. When you go to Ghana, especially if you're traveling on tour with us, we always want to make sure we take you to those locations to show you the Black Star at Independence Square, and also show you the Black Star at Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park.
Right.
Another book got here is, all right, what I just showed, the life and lessons and philosophies and opinion.
That's my book right there, Philosophies and Opinions. Right. Right.
And based on these books and based on what Marcus Garvey did, then you came out with, this is the person who took the economic work of Marcus Garvey to another level. Dr. Amos Wilson wrote the Blueprint for Black Power. So when people hear about us talking about this community and everything, you notice all those files and all those things that you have to type up and create. You're just not just coming up with something. You're coming up with a program based on your ancestral connection and what we are into and what we believe in. Our ancestors were right. It has to be Africa for the Africans. It has to be us connecting from the diaspora and building Africa, and us creating our own industrial world and building the things we need to build. So I'm telling people, the Black Star Pan-African community, one of the things we focus on is land. And we have a great relationship with a chief and then the neighboring chiefs. So I'm always telling people that if you want to build your own version of Disney World, we have land there. If you want to build resorts, the beach is right there. If you want to do anything, you can get it done. It's just, it's a real business. It's a real setup. We just tell people, make sure you're serious, because everybody that we're dealing with, we have to, get paid. And even when we introduced the project, we showed people this is our attorney, this is our consultant, this is our surveyor, this is our chief, this is the people working with us. And then now we have the office where, you know, we have Aziba, the vice president of Black Star Pan-African Community, this managing operation, and then Dr. Cassandra Hawkins right there as the secretary. And, you know, one of the things I want to talk about as we, you know, share the books is bring us into tune on where, you know, as an elder, you know, because I look at people like yourself as an elder. They're old Negroes or old people, and then there's elders, and it's like a growth. It's like, you know, you're working your way up to this continue just to build excellence, to educate a generation, and also work with your people. You're not just someone that's, you know, you're just an elder that feels entitled to, you know, but it's like, I do understand certain things. Some people want to get to the point in their life where they like, okay, I work hard in my life and I want to chill. You know what I mean? And, you know, but we explain to them that, you know, you're a retired person. But if you're an elder, we're looking for leadership. You talked about it earlier. Leadership is key and important. But guys,
right. Those folks that says that, I was talking to a member of the Black Panther Party years ago, and he was telling me how the struggle was, and that you know, he worked hard, you know, on his job, and that he's retired now. You know, I say, brother, let me tell you something. You know, we're in a protracted struggle for our very survival. You know, and nobody's gonna build a future for us except us. You know, revolutionaries don't retire. You know, revolutionaries don't retire. You know, and you know, I tried to get this brother to understand that you wasn't really a Black Panther. You know, if you talking about you retire, I said, retire from what? What the hell are you retiring from? You know, and I say the struggle continues regardless of whether you are living or dead. But you have to look at the big picture. You know, we're on this. We're born into a condition, a situation, to where we have to struggle. We have to fight for our liberation. If we don't, then it's gonna be hard on the next generation that's coming in. We have to fight for our liberation, just like the other generations. The generations before us fought for our liberation. The reason why we are where we are now is because of them, because of your Malcolm X's and your Marcus Garveys. You know, this is a protracted struggle. That's what makes it protracted. Is you know, you don't retire. You don't retire. You know, I'm 67 years old. You know, and Malcolm X didn't retire. You know, revolutionaries don't retire. Marcus Garvey didn't retire. You know, and a lot of other Black leaders that really understands what the struggle is about don't even consider retirement. I mean, you're just tired if you say something like that. You just period. You might as well be dead. You know, you know, it's our responsibility to liberate ourselves. Nobody's going to come back and liberate us. You know, people sit up and wait on the by and by, and maybe they get their heaven when they die and all of that. But you know, nobody's coming to liberate you. We have to liberate ourselves. You know, our ancestors died for us. You know, our ancestors died for us. You know, the man with the J didn't die for you. In fact, there was no J. He wasn't. He didn't have a J in his name, if he ever existed at all. It didn't exist when he was living. So it's not. There wasn't a J that existed when he was living or supposedly lived. You know, And even if he did, he was fighting for his liberation. So even he died before his time. You know, you
Yeah,
know,
Aziba, one thing I always want people to put in perspective when they're talking about politics, religion, or culture, it has to be put in a perspective where it's going to empower us to another level. It has to be put
that's
in
right.
a situation where it's going to work for us. So I do understand people use different tools and different situations, and
Right.
but great point of as far as historical figures, whether it's in a Bible or whether it's just in any spiritual books. What people have to look at is sometimes we have to just look at what we can use to work for the movement. Example, I got my name from the Shrine of Black Madonna here in Atlanta, and you remember Shrine of Black Madonna there in
Right.
Detroit. That's part of our
Right.
connection. And
Right.
what was the teaching of the founder of the Shrine of Black Madonna?
Right. A revolutionary black messiah,
Exactly.
which is fighting against the oppression of Rome, of the Roman Empire, way back then,
No,
supposedly.
I was talking about the Shrine of Black Madonna in Detroit, the one in Atlanta. Their foundation was about black economic empowerment for their people and their community, and us being
Right.
self-sufficient people. And I'm telling people that all of the people I've been around in the institutions, whether it's the UNIA, that has been the game plan. But what we're doing now is taking it to another level where we're building this global black business pipeline and we're making that connection from using the
Exactly.
resources in America in Africa. And that's what we're telling you, family. With land, then you build all the things that you need. Example, one of the things that we can build in that I know you when you were up there managing the guys clearing the land and you see the business center, yeah, and that's actually supposed to be a technical and business center. So what I'm telling
That's
people
right.
in technical and business center, what you literally do is you're creating a situation to where like right now, I do some of I don't do a bunch of IT work as I used to do because I'm doing more of the community and more of Africa tours. But what I want to reserve more of that for, like the same thing I was telling my son, because he's always in there training with his equipment, is that you set up your operation to where now when you have your business up, people reaching out to you, you have people who you can have them do basic computer repair, web design, do troubleshooting, high level troubleshooting, this technical support in general, and also you can do this we can do the things that we're doing right there in the office, from consultation to real estate operation and things like that. And that's why the office is important, because once we put the relative things in there, we can do an incredible video call from office to office, and we can also do it with do it with our our customers or looking for certain technical and business service or looking for repatriation
Right.
or African tourists and things like that. So I'm telling people that the foundation of what we're building is not just for us. It's a foundation to where we see the
Right. It's
situation
for the
in the town.
future.
I mean,
That's
you see
right.
the situation in the town. You're pushing the youth movement, to the highest level because you realize that um, what is going to happen with the children if they don't get proper training or proper connection. They're
Right.
they may be the next set of children to run off to Morocco and trying to cross into Spain or whatever is going on over there in the Mediterranean Sea, where we're losing a lot of our African brothers and sisters because they're trying to get to
Yeah,
the other.
young brother. Yeah, that's
We have
right.
to create the opportunities inside Africa, and the Black Star Pan African community is one of the greatest setup that addresses all of those problems. And you're talking about two brothers here dedicated to our people, to where we hold posts. It's just like I'm telling people I'm a naval tactician and a technician, and part of your training and your work is to hold your post, hold the line, be accountable for your work, report to your duty station and handle things. That's where we are, family. We're here on post, dedicated to do this work for you. And I'm telling people,
That's
you
right.
have a lot of people out there that's talking about going to Ghana, going to Africa, and things like that, and how to move. But look at their longevity of their program. Look at is their program effective? So what we have done is we have looked at because one thing is people like myself, all these people that you see on YouTube. When I first started uploading videos and when we first started doing our documentation, none of them exist. Like zip zero, not one. You know what I mean? And the closest person that I know that was around, there was like around in 2011 and so on. But that's another story. What I'm telling people is that we've been dedicated to this movement. before this internet stuff, off the internet, online, and we don't just come here and do YouTube live videos on a regular basis. As a matter of fact, it's the first time in a long time me and our brother have been able to do YouTube live videos because I can't catch up to him because he's tied up, and then sometimes I'm not here. You know, you're out working. So we're just doing this to let people know that we're still in this movement and we're still dedicated to you. And you can reach out to us in Georgia and Ghana, and all the things that we have set up that we're showing you online is real. And as time goes along, we're giving you more and more updates. And more so on the call, I'm gonna show you some more things as far as Facebook, as far as the media, as far as pictures, and then also YouTube as far as the videos. Because family, this is a serious situation to where too many of us have moved to Africa and have been spinning our wheels, and next thing you know, things fall apart for us. And in this case, what I want to do is connect in my good brother Zebo, because everything that we're going to tell you, family, is always going to be 100% based on experience. So
that's right, brother.
Me and you talk for years, man. Remember me and you talk for years. I didn't even, and people like, yeah, Bomani, you just talk to anybody, and I do.
Right.
And I always want to be that person. If somebody call me, I'm like, hey, what's up? And we talk, and because I don't know who you are, and I gotta, so I want to get to know you. I want to, because if anybody call me, I'm like, what? This person's either like really serious about going to Africa, want to actually talk about what we can do.
About 8 years. It's about 8 years ago. Yeah, I was working at DHL at a warehouse. I remember, and when I got married,
also, brother, but if you can take it back a little bit, and I'll just throw you on widescreen. Take it back a little bit to the foundation of from like literally where you're from and your upbringings and how you got to the Shrine of Black Madonna and how you got to DHL and how you got to Ghana and how you and I eventually connected before you get to Ghana. And I just want to show people a path of just how we can just because people think that's because you're born somewhere, you live somewhere, you don't have to transcend, and you're supposed to like I know people that's live in one area all their life, which is fine, but we also have to expand. But go ahead, brother, just give us that full background, and then also definitely add in there how you got into this movement, and if you're born into it or if you grew into it.
Yeah, well, I basically I was soul searching. I had a lot that I needed to talk to. I was forced to go to church. I was in the choir, Flint, Michigan. And I was forced to go to church in the choir, and I just had a lot of questions for the minister. I wanted to know, why do we have to go to church? Why do we have to be religious? What is the reason for religion? And how does that religion affect me? Who is this person called Jesus? Who is what is the God that he worshiped, or that he served, I just kept asking questions, and a lot of the questions wasn't answered by the minister. I had to go out and do research myself to find out the truth about what religion was all about, and then I got into self searching, trying to find out whether or not I was saved. Saved from what? What was I saved from? And my mother was always telling me, saved from sin. I said, if we're born into sin, how can we be saved from sin and we're born into sin? A lot of things didn't make sense about religion. So I just kept searching, and I started reading books on the Black condition. I started trying to find out why is it that everywhere I go, the Black man is on the bottom? I go to construction, I work with construction. The supervisor is always white or non-Black, and the black folks are always given the worst jobs, or get paid the worst. I want to know the reason why, I ask questions all the time, things that just didn't make sense. So I studied about Malcolm X. I studied Black Power. I studied Marcus Garvey. And a lot of these books opened my eyes to what was really going on, you know. And I found out that the black race has been in a war for at least 1,000, 2,000 years, you know, longer than that. You know, ever since we brought the Caucasian out of the Caucasus Mountains, and even before that, we were Africa was a world power. But I didn't learn that in books. Africa was a world power and was dealing with trade for different places on the planet. Even before there was a China, even before there was a Europe, even before there was Australia. You know, Africa was a world power. You know. And I wanted to learn more. I joined. I wanted to join the Panther Party, the Black Panther Party, but there was no chapter in my city, which was Flint, Michigan. So I moved to Detroit. I went to Wayne State University in Detroit. I joined the Shrine of the Black Madonna in Detroit, and I was a member of that for about 15 years. I got a degree at Wayne State, and eventually I moved to California, you know, with my family. I was the only, I got married, and I was the only one that was living in Detroit in my family. So I followed my family to Long Beach, California. So I lived in Long Beach for a while, and there was nothing like the Shrine of Black Madonna in Long Beach. In LA, there was a UNIA program. There was a UNIA Liberty Hall. I think they call it Liberty Hall or something, but it wasn't a church, you know. I learned in the Shrine of Black Madonna, I learned about that Jesus was a black man, but it still preached the same thing, you know. But it wasn't Jesus wasn't a white man, you know. And I looked at it as if that what Jaramogi Baby Argument did was he changed the what do you call it, the doctrine, or he changed it to a revolutionary doctrine, and that's what they need to do here in Ghana. They need to change the theology. That's what you call it. They need to change the theology to a revolutionary theology. They still worship here in Ghana a white Jesus. They still you see it posted all over the place. Even the names, even in the names, they got names, European names called. They have two names, just like in conscious people in America has two names. We call it government name, but they call it a biblical name. Abraham, they got Isaac, they got Jacob, they got, you know, then they have their traditional names. But Shrine of Black Madonna, I was named just like Bomani was named Shrine. His name was Bomani. His name was Bomani Tyehimba. I was named Azebo Ajani at the Shrine of Black Madonna. They had naming ceremonies there. But talking about revolution, I grew up as I wanted to know more about revolution. I wanted to be a revolutionary leader. You know, I looked up to Malcolm X. I looked up to Marcus Garvey. even looked up to Martin Luther King. But and Martin Luther King was getting ready to change his whole thing, you know, as far as our condition is concerned. He's beginning to realize. He said he'd been to the mountaintop and he saw what was getting ready to happen. He saw the future of Black people. That we you know that whole song that Sam Cooke sang, "A change is gonna come." Well, change is here. Change is here. And Martin Luther King said that he was running against a brick wall, trying to deal with white supremacy. They took him out just like they took Malcolm out, just like they took a lot of our leaders out, and even Magufuli here in Ghana recently, they took him out. You know, and they take our leaders out when they don't abide by the rules of white supremacy, and that's part of the war. You know, that's part of being a revolutionary. But the whole thing about being a revolutionary is building power, building institutions for Black people. We haven't gotten there, but we're on the verge of doing so. And the Black Star Pan-African community is one institution that we're building, and it includes the economic youth movement. We call it Best Pack. Best Pack is an acronym for Black Star Pan-African Community, it's the movement served as an integration platform for newly arrived diasporans coming to Africa. And we believe that Africa is the land of our forefathers, and that land is the basis for wealth, which is I don't need to let you know that. I don't need to let you know that Africa is the most wealthiest continent on the planet. That Africa is rich in everything, and our come up, and the reason why I'm saying our come up is our quest for global power is in the soil of Africa itself. That's why China is over here. That's why that's why the missionaries brought religion over here, because our weak point, our weak spot is spirituality. But he brought spirituality weaponized. It wasn't spirituality, it was religion. He invented religion. We discovered spirituality. But what he did is he tied spirituality and religion together, and brainwashed us and made us think that religion was spirituality. But religion is not spirituality. Religion is a mechanical component of weaponized force that is used to control our minds. Constantine made it clear, with the cross, we will conquer lands, we will conquer nations with the cross. And that was back, I think it was 923 or something, AD or something. And Constantine used Christianity as a weapon for the Roman Empire, and it was used. It's used in Africa to conquer as a mind control device to control Africa's resources. You know, there's an old saying that when the missionaries came to Africa, and they told the Africans to bow your heads and close your eyes and pray, they came with the Bible. when they opened their eyes, the Africans had the Bible and the Europeans had the land, mainly the Queen. But hey, the wicked witch is dead now, and Babylon is falling. But we the only superpower that we got to deal with, other than ourselves becoming a superpower again, once again, is China. And they're going to war also. They're going to war now with Russia, along with Russia, in the Ukraine. In case you didn't know, World War One and World War Two was fought over African resources. The resource who was going to control Africa. But you didn't learn that in your history books. And you also didn't learn about the Berlin Conference, which was they stopped fighting amongst themselves, and they came to an agreement. Well, you take this part of Africa, we'll split Africa up into different parts. France got this part, Belgium got this part, and that's the reason why Africa is a whole lot of little, 50, so many countries in Africa is because of the Berlin Conference. And we're still colonized. Africa is still colonized, but we're colonized mentally. We're colonized with our minds. Our minds are colonized. And one of the main things that's colonizing us now is our spirits. Our spirit is colonized through white Jesus. A lot of the Africans here, brothers and sisters here on the continent, they still believe in white Jesus. So we have a lot of work to do. The diasporas are coming with the good news, and we're trying to wake the Africans up before it's too late. We got China. Africans are still looking for a handout, not a hand up. We have to build infrastructure ourselves and not allow China to build infrastructure, not allow China to give out these billion-dollar free loans to the corrupt politicians. We are evolving. We're going through changes right now. We're actually creating a whole new paradigm. And when Africa do achieve global economic power, we're going to change the earth. Africa is going to change the earth into a whole new type of paradigm. But I'm skipping around. I'm originally from Flint, a member of the Shrine of Black Madonna. I'm known as Brother Azibo at the Shrine of the Black Madonna. I was the artist of the Shrine, and some of my work you see in the background. I went to Wayne State University as a graphic artist, graphic commercial artist, graphic designer. So I know a lot about promotion and investing. I'm currently putting together a platform, a crowd, not funding, but a crowd farming platform. And that platform will go into allow people in the diaspora to invest in the farmers, in the farmers here on the continent. One major billion-dollar farming company that we really need to invest in is the cocoa farmers. That cocoa farming is basically black gold, other than just the oil industry. We have a long ways to go as far as brothers and sisters here on the continent. They're running Africa the way the European dictate for them to run. That's why they celebrate Independence Day, but they really don't. They're really not independent. You know, Kwame Nkrumah was the first president to liberate Africa as far as democracy is concerned. But but they still think that they need white folks to tell them what to do, tell them how to run the continent. So it's really not liberated. We're really not liberated. You know, like I say, the average African don't even know who Marcus Garvey is, or they don't even know about Pan-Africanism. And when we came to the village of Gyaahadze, they didn't know what we were here for, and most of them still don't know why we're here. But we're making ground, we're making headway, and we are beginning to get the movement is beginning to grow. After a year of being here, Christmas will be December. Will be I will be here in this office a year, and people are beginning to be excited about our presence here, and they're beginning to understand why we are here. We're here to train people, to train people in entrepreneurship, to train people how to grow a micro business, you know, and we're here to encourage people to invest in Africa, to invest in the best pack economic youth movement. We are quite confident that this movement is going to grow. It's going to catch on like wildfire, because it's going to empower our youth, and it's going to teach them about economics on a local level, on a national level, continental level, and also on global level. This is the reason why we need leaders. We need leadership. We need transparent leaders. Leaders that are coming from the heart. And leaders that know what honesty is, that know what Pan-Africanism is, that know what genuine, that know how to be genuine, know how to treat each other. We need professional leaders, leaders that know what professionalism is, And this is what the Black Star Pan-African community is all about. We're coming here and owning land. We know that land is the basis for all wealth. And this is what we teach. And this is why we're selling land over here at Black Star, the Black Star development area. And we are teaching our youth how to catch up in terms of the world, in terms of the planet. The planet is moving into technology, AI. The planet is moving into the future, the 21st century. And we are building leaders, 21st century Black leaders that's capable of controlling Africa's resources. And I know there's a lot of people that are opposed to what I'm saying that it'll never happen. And in China, we should use China as a way of controlling our resources. But at the Black Star, we say Africa for the Africans. This land we was blessed with this land. The reason why we were blessed with this land is because we are the first people on the planet. We are the true custodians of the earth, period. And our Creator gave us this land. This is truly our promised land. In fact, our Creator gave us the planet Earth, period. Bar none, as far as who we are and what we're all about. We are God's chosen people, if you want to say God. But I don't use dog spelled backwards. I'm just using the word God as a way to express to you of what I'm talking about. We are God's chosen people. Period. No question. All we have to do is just create the counter institutions that express that we are God's chosen people, and teach it to our children, and not teach them that we are a cursed race and that we should follow, that white people are smarter than us. We create the wisdoms of the earth. Black people are the first people. Think about it. Think about it. Black people are the first people. Civilization comes from us, comes from the black mind, from the organic black mind. Wisdom, ancient wisdom comes from the organic black mind. The first doctors were black people. The first builders of the study of the stars were black people. The first builders of the pyramids were black people. The word chemic comes from the word chemistry. So spirituality, we made spirituality a science. The spirituality was a science in the mystery temples in Egypt. Christianity comes from Egypt. Christianity is not what you think it is. There was no white Jesus. White Jesus didn't even exist when Christianity was created. When Rome. We lived at a time, we had powerful civilization before there was a Greece, before there was a Rome. So we are a very powerful people. You know, I know there's a lot of people that don't agree with me, but do your research, find out for yourself, you know. If you research, there's a reason why they're keeping history from us. Because they don't want to know who we truly are. And we had civilization so advanced to when the Europeans came out to caves, Caucasus Mountains, the caves in the Caucasus Mountains, they looked at us as gods of the fine clothes that we wore, the civilizations that we built, the cities that we built, the empires that we built, Mali Empire. The first university was Timbuktu. And we had universities before that. That's one of the oldest universities that survived. You know, so I mean, we are coming back. Our ancestors are back. Okay. You know, we are creating a whole new paradigm for the planet Earth. There's going to be two Earths that exist. There's going to be one Earth, the old Earth, and then there's going to be the new Earth, to which we are going to rule the new Earth. Not rule. I don't want to say rule, because we really never was rulers. We ruled over each other, but we never really ruled the Earth. We were custodians of the Earth. This is why we're such a peaceful people now. This is why we are accepting everything that people come with us. But our ancestors are back. We have to get from under the yoke of white supremacy. And one of the yokes is Christianity. Islam is the world's religions. So, you know, I'm just a guy from Flint, Michigan, that realized who I was and did the research, and down here in motherland Africa, working with Brother Bomani trying to build counter institutions and possibly build power, economic global power for Black people. Because we need it. We need it bad. We need it really bad. Brother Bomani?
Yes, brother. Yes. Let me just mute you. Yes, brother. I appreciate the presentation, and always I tell people that we have to that when we're talking, just kind of flow with us. Because we're gonna go through history, we're gonna go through a bunch of different things. Some things you may feel, some things you may not feel, but um, you know, what we do is presentation and things like that. So we do it historical and cultural facts and things like that. Now, the next thing that we're gonna connect into is us physically underground in Ghana, outside of the community. You were literally in Choice, and before you were in Choice, which is I want to say that is not too far from Westlake Mall. And let me unmute you real quick.
Ouija.
Wager.
Yeah.
Was that the first location that you moved to in Ghana, or did you stay in Accra for a time?
I stayed with Sister Yah for a few months. I think it's a few months. I stayed in with Sister Yah in her guest house. She had a guest house in Accra, and that's when I first got to when I got to Accra. She met me at the airport, and she was letting me know all the ins and outs of Accra, and she was stressing Sankofa Sisters Program. She was stressing starting your own business, create your own income, and she was very instrumental in encouraging me to create my own income. And I just and then after a couple of months of living with her, I moved out into my own apartment, which is I ended up in Wager. I started doing was I wanted to put together a staff for my own tourist company.
Perfect. You're gonna get into that. That's what's up. If you're gonna slow down for a minute, that way we just right, perfect. So, family, my brother talked to you about how he has moved and how he has gotten to a location now. He wants to get into about him doing business with certain people, and hold on for a second. Let me mute you. I just want to give you a disclaimer. What he's doing, and I'm gonna explain. It's nothing personal on anyone. We're not here to be disrespectful or nothing. We're here to share the real experience that we have, but at the same time, to what we are also telling you that regardless of whatever the struggle or the trials and tribulation that we have, we're still working on what we're working on in Ghana, and we're still building what we're building. So we're not saying that, oh, because we went through certain things that oh, this is bad. I mean, wherever you go, you're gonna deal with certain things. We're basically new, fresh energy. For the most part, in Ghana, you have people who've been there for generations. You talk about the Lebanese, the Chinese, the Indians. Just a good example. And so it's awkward, even though we're the stolen children of Africa, but at the same time, to the cultural difference as far as when you're trying to do things with different people, it's something that individuals have to talk together, work out together. And I'm saying this based on my experiences, in the business of Africa tourism investments in different countries, and and you just basically, the simplest thing to do is to have dialogue and talk to someone, and then you agree on what you need to agree on, and that will fix a lot of problems. And then you both have to stick to what you agree on. But Aziba, go ahead and share your experience as far as all the things that you're looking to do, and then how you got to Gyaahadze and how we are building what we're building.
Basically, I got in contact with you, and I wanted to join forces with you because I really needed some experience in uh, doing the tours, and I wanted to become a part of something that was doing something concrete. And I was in Africa, but I needed to. I wanted to get busy. I wanted to later. I wanted to. I didn't want to just be sitting up and not doing nothing at all. You know, the ancestors.
Come closer to the mic. Come closer to the mic. That way you're consistent.
Yeah. Ancestors wouldn't let me rest, so I got with brother Bomani.
All right, I don't. Your internet is shaky. Let me see if I can reconnect you.
To Gyaahadze with brother Bomani. He was also going towards.
All right, family. Let me see if I can get our brother reconnected. All right, let me see if this load you better. Perfect. Go ahead. This you'd have to repeat everything you mentioned from when you started.
Yeah. After I landed in Accra, and I got my own apartment, I called brother Bomani and to try and find out what he was doing. And he asked me that I want to go to a place called a town called Gyaahadze. He wanted to talk to the chief. So he said, I'm coming that way, which is called the George Bush Freeway.
No, that's somewhere else. No, what you are is on the Accra Cape Coast Highway.
Okay.
Yeah, and then once we get there, then we just take off into the Atoki Junction, and the Atoki Junction would take us back into the town, into the land.
Yeah, well, when we got to, I think it was about an hour away from where I live.
Yeah, approximately about an hour, or a little over an hour.
Yeah, and when we got there, I met the chief, and he had some papers to sign. I think it was dealing with land or something.
Yeah, what we were doing, we were signing people a deed, and me and him were signing it, and then we have 3 signatures: myself, the chief, and then the individual. And
he had a pile of them that he had to sign.
Yeah, we were knocking out the surveys, the deed, and just bringing you along as a good brother and somebody I trust, because I've known you for so long, and somebody who proved himself. You didn't talk the talk, you walk the walk, by basically, because many people told me that, oh, Bomani, I'm coming to Africa, I'm gonna get a passport, and I don't doubt people, because you never know who may come through, but you always try to be this available. But if somebody consistently just playing games, you're not gonna waste your time. But I mean, you showed up in the country and you was about that business, and the thing I'm always trying to get is more for us to say, hey, let's connect together and let's do some group energy together, because it is, and that's the part that I'm gonna just actually talk about in a little bit, about the struggle of just, you're trying to get things done, and you're working with this group of people from Ghana, you're working with this group of people from America, and then you're like moving around, and and you're just like wondering, you feel like you're spinning your wheels, and
Yeah.
it reminds you back of being in America, joining Black organizations, and the energy is good, certain things is good, but it doesn't exactly translate to the progress that you're looking for and for an operation. And I'm telling people that I've been there and I'm looking at it and I'm like, I love all those organizations that we have always mentioned in our presentation. I give a number of respect and energy, and I'm always going to be there to
Right.
support or show love if anybody call me from wherever I connect with before. But at the same time too, you do have to have a small percentage of people who are going to hold the line. It's kind of like the frontline soldiers to basically be
Yeah.
pioneers to set things through. So I wasn't trying to look at you as a guinea pig, but I know people like, Bomani's always trying to recruit somebody to do something. Why can't he go there and do it himself? But I tell people,
Right.
when you're captain of a naval ship, you don't go out there and do certain missions. You know what I mean? You put your best people in place to do it, to make it work.
Right.
And that's what I'm doing. I'm here
Right.
at the headquarters operation, just like, we're on an aircraft carrier or in a battleship, and we run operations, and we run it in the way
Right. Chain of command. That's
well, I mean,
right. It's a
yeah,
chain of command.
it's kind of like what you're talking about, the Marriott family on expanding their brand, or McDonald's, or whether you're talking about military strategy and tactics. You're trying to put things in place so you can have a better connection, and that's why it was
Right.
so important. Trust me, brother. You're the third person well, you're the first person in the office, but you're the third person that held that was working in that position as far as the underground person from the organization that was going to actually do the work. And and I do understand people have their own business, and I tell people that's fine. We all have our own business,
Right.
but so we have to show some level of commitment to the committee, to the
Right.
committees, and also the community to get things done. I'm not saying 100%. I mean, even 20% will help, but sometimes it's not even that when you're dealing with Black organizations. And that's why we also encouraging people that if we want to see more things like roads, bridges, buildings, whatever, then we need more participation. And then participation, or people can put their money where their mouth is. I mean, like, for those people that are online talking all the stuff about we don't have this, write the check, do that deposit, and we'll put it to work and we'll get things done. Because we have a whole town, right? And I know every day you get up and you look at Gyaahadze, like, oh my God, land. Like I tell people, the place is green. As a matter of fact, I don't really like to tell people. I just show them on all the videos, and especially when we drive around, I'm like, family, this is all land. And then there's about 2 to 3 chiefs that are in charge of those land in that direct area, and then we are good friends with all of them. And we're building relationships, even more important, because we're doing public relations. And my brother, good job, man. You and Dr. Cassandra showing up at churches, schools, orphanage, wherever else have you guys showed up at?
Right now, what we're doing is we're promoting our product that was created by the economic youth movement, which is called Dream Cream. And I created a drink called Spicy Icy. And we want to get trying to get the Food and Drug Administration approval on those 2 products. And I'm going to design a label because I went to Wayne State for graphic design and illustration. So I'm going to create a logo and a label for it. And then we're gonna put together, raise funds, put together a factory and produce because ice cream is not the same as it is in the U.S. It's more, their ice cream is more like a popsicle. It's not creamy at all. So my product is very creamy. It's so creamy till I call it dream cream. It makes you like you want to dream, like it comes out of a dream or something. So
Azeba with a great marketing, man. Yes, family.
uh,
So that's why we got to build some stronger infrastructure. You see how the
what
internet is struggling
I
in.
what what
All right, I dropped off and we're gonna load them back up. And family, unfortunately, sometimes the internet is a little choppy and things like that. But yes, family, I'm here with my good brother Aziba. We're talking about practical repatriation, Pan-Africanism, and nation building with Black Star Pan-African community in Gyaahadze, Ghana. All right. So let me get our brother back on, and then we're also going to show you some of our videos and show you how to get access to them. Yes, let me know if this thing loaded. There you go, perfect. It seemed like every time it just refreshed stronger. Y'all like your shirt, man. Where did you get that from? Is that my shirt?
I like yours too.
I think you copied from me.
I didn't know you had a shirt like that.
I got one just that I should have wore that one. That one got a bigger black star.
Yeah, I like the white one. I like the white one. Yeah, but I was just telling your audience that anything that you dedicate yourself to, you can become a success here in Ghana, or just about any stable economic system. Ghana has has the stability, is stable enough to where you can make a lot of money doing whatever you decide to do. You know, they need infrastructure, they need garbage trucks, they need laundromats, they need medical clinics, they need everything. Anything that you're good at doing, when you come to Ghana, if you come to the Black Star Pan-African community, you can make money doing it. Yeah, and people will buy your product. And I like I say, I do things in a revolutionary kind of way, and that's why I say, revolutionaries don't retire. And I don't like this song, that church song goes, I don't feel no ways tired. I come too far, to turn back now. That's me, man. I'm gonna roll it till the wheels fall off, baby.
Yeah,
that's
family,
the way I am.
We're gonna progress and make it work. Now, Zibo, what I want to connect people to now is the point from where you were in Waja choice area to and your experience that whole time, as far as you creating the several different business, including Sankofa Live TV, and then tell people your experience, and then tell because what we try to do is trying to give people advice on how to approach things, that way they don't get caught into a trap or into frustration because they're in a world of another culture of Black people and things like that. So I'm telling people that the way you solve these things is to get to know people, and also one of the most important things is don't be flashy with the cashy. Don't be flashing your cash and make it seem like you're a big time or things like that. Make it to humble yourself and get to know people, learn people, and also just build those relationships. Because
they had one thing that they had. You have to build relationships, but you have to build genuine relationships, because a lot of people appear to be genuine, and they appear they take your money in a nice kind of way. You can't go there with your heart on your sleeve, so to speak, because they'll get you every time, and then once you're broke, then they'll look at you and laugh at you, saying, hey, you don't have no more money. Rich Black Americans don't have no, they look at us as rich, as being rich, because we come from, I say, look, I'm from America. America is rich, but I ain't rich. I'm just broke on a different level than you are. You broke on a level, on an African level. I'm broke on an American oppressed level. I say, we just know who our oppressors are, and you just don't know who your oppressor. You can't see your oppressor, but you know, I was, for instance, I was going to sell. I was going to sell my refrigerator. I was going to sell my dinette set, and I was going to sell my living room set. But I was going to keep my bed and my wardrobe, which is my closet, portable closet. So we decided on 7,000 Ghana cedis. So I was gonna get the truck and load everything up in the truck. But he had a truck. The person that was buying the furniture, he had a truck. He brought the truck. They loaded up all the furniture. And I got in the truck with the guy that was driving the truck. It took him to the bank. He come out the bank with 5,000 Ghana cedis. Now, mind you, I said, well, where's the rest of it? He said, that's all I had. By that time, the truck was on the way to his house with my furniture. So I said, bruh, I said, when you gonna give me the rest of the money? He goes, well, you got enough money. I said, well, what about what we decided on? He said, that's out the window. You got enough money, and you have enough money to take a taxi home, So I was gonna call the police, but then you can't call the police because you got to pay the police money in order to deal with this guy. This I was in his neighborhood with all of his buddies. His buddies was immigration. So I couldn't start no mess with him because he had me in checkmate. I was checkmated. So I was pissed off, but it's just like I just got my furniture and went to Winterbar. I was moving to Winterbar. I was really pissed off. But and another incident was a sister. She brought a contracting business. She was a former nurse. She brought a contracting business to Ghana, and she needed some people to work for her that knew how. She needed some builders to work for her. So she built her business up, and she went to a church to get the people to work for her business, and the people, she got about 8 or 9 people to work for her, plus the minister. And she started advertising her business, and she did with sustainability, sustainable organic business, building houses organically, sustainable building. And they took her business from her. She couldn't do nothing. The Ghanaians actually took her business from her, even took the website that she used to promote her business. And she couldn't do anything. She took them to court, but all the officials and everybody sided with her, sided with the people that took her business from her. And and nothing left for her to do but to start over. So she started over from ground zero. She rebuilt her website, and now she's doing good, But it's just those are just some of the incidents. A lot of people get into land disputes with Ghanaians, and they don't even own the land. They take your money, and they're not even the right owners. So it's really behooves you to do your research, do your due diligence in terms of your research to find out who's legit and who's not legit. But Bomani is lucky. He had people to do the research, and we met Nana Haiti, which is he was a pretty genuine type person. He had advisors and people like that. So
yes, absolutely. Attorneys, consultants,
right.
and you have on the ground people do research. So that's what
Yeah.
Ziba, appreciate you getting to this point. So that's the point we wanted to get to, family. The situation is rough. So what we tell people, we have this whole town, and we have all the connections in the town, And Aziba's been telling you all the things he's been doing, moving around, everything. All of that is the networking. And we're brought at least four groups there. So that changed the dynamic. So now you have a better situation if you want to move. But what I'm telling people is like, it's like some people like, oh, it's out there, and it is in a beautiful beach town area. It is ideal location. I mean, you're there. Do you like living in Gyaahadze, or you just think it's just
Hey, I love it. I love it. It's a village, and it's a village in every sense of the word village.
It's nice and peaceful, right? Which is the most
peaceful thing. Like nobody's business. I'm on cloud nine every time I wake up. I wake up at 5 o'clock every morning just to see the sunrise, man, and listen to the birds.
Nice fresh air.
Nice fresh air, man. People are nice. The people are smile at me. They call my name. Hey, Azibo. It's I never experienced anything like this. I'm from Long Beach, Chicago, Flint area. Gang banging to the hill. So I got a piece that I ain't never felt before, just by living here in Gyaahadze. It's a nice, peaceful place. People are nice, beautiful, beautiful women. The elders are nice. I'm trying to learn tree. I'm trying to learn
Fonte,
Fonte.
right?
Yeah, Fonte. And what we're doing is trying to organize a class where we teach the young people English, and the young people teach us Fonte. So I meet people on the road. They say, "Hey, yeah," and to say, "Yeah," and I go back and forth with them. Yeah, and to say, and and I'm learning different phrases as I go along. The only thing I need to know is I have to remember what those phrases mean. I get a yay and had to say backwards. Bra means come, and ko means go. Ko sounds like go, so that's how I can remember that. But I'm learning a little bit at a time. The main language that I want to learn is Kiswahili. I want to learn Swahili because Swahili is gonna be the business language of the future in Africa. So I want to learn Swahili, and that's gonna go with the intertrade type of thing that's going on now in Africa. Africa is beginning to trade with one another. The different countries in Africa is beginning to trade with each other rather than
the Africa Free Trade Agreement. It's just we as a people who are doing black business got to keep pushing it to where it's we're doing black business with black folks because just because it's the Africa Free Trade Agreement don't mean it's like a whole bunch of black folks doing business and things, but it just means the continent But more of our people got to get into the market. Because
Right.
I know who's gonna always benefit, because they got their foundation all set up there. The Indians,
Right.
Chinese, Lebanese, and other groups.
Right.
But yes, brother, one of the things else I wanted to just connect with you on is while you were living in Choice, you tell me some stories and things like that. And we don't have to tell people all these stories, but what we telling people in general is that
Right.
don't come with any rose color glasses. Like you just you're dealing with real life. Real people and real
Right.
struggle and real people that will scam you and do certain things to you. It's not you're dealing with the same world that you're coming from. So that I
Right.
tell people.
And we have
Yeah,
to make the world better. You know.
yep,
You
yeah. And
know.
so if they come to the community and we build a community together, we can live in the ideal world. But I'm telling people from wherever you're from, whether you're from the Caribbean or from Europe or America, the same crazy stuff that goes on in those countries and those regions or those places, you deal with the same things that
Right.
when you go to Africa. It may not be on that level, but what we also
Right.
saying to you is that you have access and you have paradise. So that's why we explained about the land. When we
Right.
build it up, we can have all those things in a whole town. I mean, we have the land is the most important thing is there. So we get the right set of people there to build and invest. You have an incredible town attached to a beach area, and with the beach,
That's
I
right,
tell
brother.
you, do marinas. You can do this, places to where you just, it's like really this beach resort, and you're creating a new life, a new way of this business, and a way of this relaxing and this enjoying paradise. So
Right.
it's kind of like saying that instead of me flying to go here and there, my paradise is in my backyard in Gyaahadze.
That's
we
right.
Ziba, we go out there on the boat and we just go sailing, all that good
That's
stuff.
right.
Enjoy the life, and I mean it shouldn't be reserved to rich white men.
That's
Enjoy
right.
the life of ownership and paradise, investments, and things like that. So that's what we're sharing, family. We're sharing our work to build something independent where we can just enjoy life and also create an incredible world for our children that are coming with us and the ones that we have right in the community. As Brother Zebo is leading, that incredible movement of organizing the youths and let them know that the future is coming and be
That's
ready
right, brother.
and and getting their minds open to the thinking of Pan-Africanism, so they don't have to just say, my only hope in society and in the world is to run off to Europe or go marry a white person or things like that,
That's
or
right.
go and just do things that you shouldn't be doing, and so on. And so, and it's hard for people, it's easy for people to judge people, but when people have limited in what they have, they're going to do what they need to do. So whether they are run across the world to go find opportunity, or they're doing
That's right.
illegal
That's right, brother.
activities, which is these things that go down. So when we organize ourselves more as a people to where we're building the industries that our children can come up in, that's the whole world. I mean, I'm telling people, and I'm about to give people some aerial view of Gyaahadze and just in that little area alone. And I'm telling people it's nothing but land, and we have built a relationship. Azebo is not there, as just somebody that's just there. He's there as a key person to build a relationship and be there as a consistent present and things like that. So, and just like you have been able to get to know the chief a little better, right? And
Yeah. Yeah.
and you realize he's a genuine person, or don't even let me speak for you. What do you think of the chief, Nana Haiti, the chief of
Oh
Gyaahadze that we worked with
man.
for 3 years?
Yeah. He came over here for the first time the other day. And just like I was saying, we got in one of those life situations to where uh, I think I don't know if you know about the scam callers, people that call you on the phone and
Uh,
scam you.
yes, I know about it, but brother, this is revolutionary camp, so you can
Right.
share anything because our goal is to educate people. So you can, and I
Right.
mean, it's a personal situation for you, and but me, if you're open to sharing it, you're sharing it. I just really want you to talk about this. How the chief is just a person who, when we reach out to them, he has been helpful
Yeah,
because
he's
I could tell all of my stories about how he's been helpful to me, but go ahead and share your own experience and also share what you're sharing a little while ago. But be careful and remember, this is a recorded call and other people are listening.
Right, right. Yeah, the chief is a great person. Like he was over here the other day. And him, myself, what we're trying to do is put together uh, what do you call it? Proposal. We're trying to write a proposal so that we can get some things done. To get the school doesn't have any lighting or running water or air conditioning. So we're trying to get that done. Proposal, and they started on another school on the other side of the village that they haven't completed yet. And also, myself and Dr. Cassandra, I know some investors that want to invest in a transportation hub using shuttle buses, complete with bus stops. They don't have that. They don't have the buses, transportation buses. The small buses. And also, we have one guy that wants to invest in a medical center on the 60 acres. So we got a lot. We got a lot on our plate that we're trying to deal with. And also the being that Ghana has an overabundance of nurses. So if we build a hospital, they will have the nurses to train to go there. This area doesn't have a proper hospital. So, and also, Dr. Cassandra came up with the idea they don't have laundromats either. So if you're talking about building laundromats, and you're talking about a lot, it's worth the investment. If you want to invest in Dr. Cassandra's idea of building laundromats in this area, you're looking towards a hefty return on your investment. Because it's just about any idea that you would want to invest in. You talk about a hefty return on that investment because the economy is just as stable that you can invest in a toilet paper making factory and get a good investment. But one thing that's really good to invest in is cocoa. They haven't gotten to the gold and the diamonds and stuff yet, but gold is always a good investment. So,
Yes, brother. Great presentation. I just want to make sure that you share what you want to share nice and clear and express yourself. So, family, a lot of great pointers. So the next thing that we want to do is literally just give you a feel of what we're talking about as far as the town, the community, and just our vision. So here we go. All right, Aziba, can you see that good?
Yeah, I can see it.
Or see it well, I should say. All right, so family, some of these what I have they're dated. So what you see is October 30th, 2022. So we literally just did a presentation. That's how real we keep it. We always are working on something. So as you scroll down, what you're gonna see is May 2022, and as time go along, and most of them we don't have the dates on them, but when you click on it, it will show you the date when it was done. All right, so I'm taking it back into time. So this is a 129 video playlist, and it has just videos covering every aspect of just what you want to know. So all right. This is Nana Haiti welcoming us, and let me see how it looks. There you go.
To create job for people, and it will also end you happily.
Na ọkwa America dọkwa ka ejima na American fo agye atum.
And I'll put a title up on all of these videos. So Azebo, do you know where this is?
That's convenient.
Yeah. Do you know the location? This is on the back side of Nana Haiti headquarters.
Right.
So family, this is the first time we've been there, and this was December 2019. So this is before this COVID era. So basically everything that we've been able to accomplish was been in the COVID era, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just giving the dates. This is December 2019.
Right.
And everything happened in 2020. So my point to you, family, the whole time, from the inception of building what we're building to now, it's just been trials and tribulations, but we're here strong and we've made it work. I mean, we'll pull all of this off during a plan slash scandemic or whatever people want to call it. Pandemic, scandemic, plandemic. But regardless of whatever you call it, it was real. It was a whole lot of turmoil, but we kept focused and we made sure this worked. So I'm telling people that what we have is 3 years of consistency. So all the videos from this point up, where I'm showing you all the way up, it's gonna show you is just time go along. So you see from raw land to land being clear, houses going up. You see bulldozers. You see us doing presentations. Us at the office, a 1.0 office. Even the location where the office was, you see some of the videos, and we moved the video. That location, there was nothing over there. And I'm telling people, it's not us telling you that, we're basically saying that we're pioneers and we've scoped it out. And now we see the community growing, the town growing. And I'm telling people, it's not too late. Join in the investment and let's build a beautiful town together.
That's right,
What
bro.
And what I'm gonna do is it's a whole lot of videos, so I'm gonna just play 1 or 2 clips of very short clips, and then from there, I really want to show the aerial view of the actual community, the more modern videos.
There. Oya American. Na nkwasum na otwem mbrem bi na okono be mfe oha nan na etwem no. Ebibifo wo fo hwande nkwa na okokosome wa American. Ono na asefo aka ho. Nsi omo atin ho amu ehunde obi nkrodo ne yawo no. Ode ye befie na fi. Wechia hunde. I'm
very pleased.
On tofa. Ntana anam kwan eyiga waba. Se be Gyaahadze de oba na enuma bagatina ha.
I'm very pleased to have you in my community. In fact, we've learned a lot about the history of slavery. And we wish to have our brothers and sisters back home. So we read a lot from the media, how things are going against our brothers and sisters. And we think that we have enough natural resources here in Africa, which can accommodate all of us, rather than to being on somebody's continent where you were seen as an alien and treated differently. And this current government has made a good move of that. Homecoming, which he has said this year. So you're coming here as a continuation of the mission of the government to have our brothers and sisters living, especially in America, to come back home. Yeah. And I'm ever ready to assist you in any endeavor so that your stay will be a happy one. Amen. I'm one of the chiefs who have great love for mankind. I gave out 20-acre land free of charge to Meta Church Ghana for orphanage, and it is there now.
There you go, brother. That is one video, and what I want to do is just pause that real quick, and that's just letting people know that's not a Haiti right there. So everything we do, we literally record. So your presentations from the attorney, from a few other people, all of those are just a foundation of what we record. That's what we do here. Bomani technology to the highest level, revolutionary cam. All of these are, so me and Azibo, we're in the same world. We market, we design, we produce, we create, and we just put it out there. So you have a world full of documentation ready for you to just connect. So I'm always telling everyone before they just make commitments to do things with people, just check out what we're doing. What we're doing is, we have gone from literally just a foundation building to literally where we just have a full enterprise setup. So, I have my information at the bottom, the name, email, phone number. You can text, email me, and we can literally just get you set up to where you're there, and Azibo can get you set up for a fresh, nice unit in the town right there where our office is, and you can just save a whole lot of money, and you can just be in peace and paradise. And what you're gonna see is just a town growing and growing and developing and developing. And then we create a location where it's more of us in the elements to where we can connect with people, where we can just kind of put more of our money together. We can just look out for each other, and it's one of those situations where sometimes you who you are and where you come from, so you want more people to talk to, you want more people to connect to you, that you don't have a certain connections, as far as just like where you and I come from, as far as this Black consciousness and talking about nation building. So these are the things I'm explaining to people, that you're building a community where it's it's not, and then people like one person say, they literally wasn't down with our community, and I tell people that some people change their mind, that's fine, but it was like he basically labeled us as we're building an African American community in Ghana. And I'll say, last I remember, the name of our community was Black Star Pan-African Community, but nevertheless, it's all good. We're not here to hold people hostage. This is something where you have to be down with. You have to want to be able to build Black power and be able to put yourself in a situation where you can have your best chance to live well and do wonderful things in Africa, and not be be caught up into so many things where you just run into trials, tribulations, and roadblocks, and you're trying to do this, but you can't do this because people are getting you entrapped into different situations. So you're telling people also, learn to build a better judge of character, and the best way you do that is by connecting to us. Me and Azibo, we're right here. I'm right here in America with you, and Azibo is right there in Ghana with you. So, and we do it's a business, so everything is consultation or land, but at the same time too, we're people and we'll talk with you. And the last thing we want anyone else to do, because I'm tired of seeing people fall for the trap and getting setting themselves up. So we tell people, reach out to us. We're the experts. We'll put the work in, and we got your back. If you want to repatriate, live, do business in Ghana. Specifically, if you want to travel to all the countries below, you can take the journey of a lifetime with me. But if you want to literally just get all the things you want to get in Ghana, like residency, live there, get your land, get your house or your apartment, reach out to us, and we have a great program. But yeah, yes, my brother. I'm gonna leave the videos alone. Sometimes it's hard to display all these things, but family, my point is all the links that we have shown you with us that you have access to, literally we just give you a full flow of all of the information. So let me just show you the Facebook group page. So that's it right here. That's updated with a whole lot of information. 1.1K members. So for all those people are members, just want to see more of them join us. It's one of those things where you're just building a group from the ground up, and you're just sharing lots of documentation. So these are mainly conference call presentation videos in reference to the land, postcard flyers. Hey, a zebra right there. Remember that picture?
Yeah.
All right, so there's a few things on there, but this is what we do. Just have a whole lot of information. So what I want to show you is the actual documentation. So you go to media, and then go to albums. So these are all of our albums right there, and it's a whole lot of photos. So Ziba, as you can see, I've been documenting it. You see the years, and then
Yeah.
and what you see right here, December 2019. So, and then the last time, May 2022. So that's a family. It's a lot of times, but that's where we've been there, family, 5 times. So yes, brother. So that's what we want people to know, that that's what we're doing, family. So if you're interested in joining the community, interested in getting some of this wonderful land and start building your paradise, that's it right there. That's the link. That's the details.
Yeah, that's right, brother.
All right, and then I'm gonna take it back. Yes, and these are the aerial views. Okay, I think what I did. Well, it's gonna play some music, so enjoy the music. I think this will be literally fine. It's
Oh na 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 na. Oh na na na. Whoa, 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 whoa. Mama Africa is calling me. Africa is calling me. Hey, hey, oh, forward I go marching to Mama Africa. I'm gonna take a trip to the motherland.
all right. So, Azibo, can you hear me, brother?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that I got your attention, man. I don't want you to start jamming like you're at a party. Love the music, man. But family, this is how we're able to just show you the raw land. So the video is gonna. These are all short videos, and they're just gonna show you. We see the person, the person that was waving. That's a Zebo waving. So that was a nice little video, and that was our office. So you see the location where the office is, and then all of those are, it's just a full community. So I'm telling people, if you need a unit, you need us to work things out for you, just holler at us. work things out, and we just put a game plan in place. And then all the videos are just gonna show you the land and the community, and it's gonna show you that it's not too far, but it's gonna show you the scope of the area, that is just a green area and it's just ready for development.
That's the place my ancestors come from. Take a trip to the motherland to greet all my family from foundation. Take a trip to the motherland to unite my people and make them strong. That's the place we all call home. Power to Africa, my friends and my family. The Western Hemisphere is now for me. I did my research and seek for myself, and there I found the reality. Nobody can tell me nothing else, cause I know where I wanna be. Serengeti, I'm coming over. Africa is calling me. Take a trip to the motherland. That's the place my ancestors come from. Take a trip to the motherland to greet all my family from foundation. Take a trip to the motherland to unite my people and make them strong. And that's the place we all call home. I've been so many places, seen many faces, class and creed from different races. And everybody has just one blood. Come and we all come together, show one love. It is vital in this time. Let's get together, come on, mankind. Africa is the umbrella. Come and we look out for we one another. Oh, take a trip to the motherland. That is where my ancestors come from. Take a trip to the motherland to heal up my family from foundation. Take a trip to the motherland to unite.
Hey, Zebo, do you see all those red houses?
Yeah. Yeah, those are Gyaahadze estate houses. That's where we are now.
There we go, family. That's where we are, Gyaahadze estate. So as you can see, family, you're right there. And all this land before this is not ours, but trust me, all of this land will be developed into whatever they're building there. So as you can see, family, it's a nice big open area, and it's a world where we can just build and develop. But that's a whole lot of units right there, family. So this video is one of them. Let me show you.
To create job for people, and it will also end you a happy living.
There we go. All right, so this is one of the houses, and you're literally just right over the land, and you can just see our perimeter, and it is just beautiful and green, family.
Africa, Mama Africa, I'm coming home, I'm coming home. Hello, Mama Africa, how are you? I'm feeling fine, and I hope you're fine too. Hello, Mama Africa, how are you? I hope when you hear these words, your grace turn blue, grace turn blue. I'm saying these words to let you know how much I care, and I won't let go, even though we're oceans away. You're with me day by day. Memories of you keep flashing through my mind. The very thought of you make my time. Hello, Mama Africa, how are you? I'm feeling fine, and I hope you're fine too. Hello, Mama Africa, how are you? I hope when you hear these words, your grace turn blue, turning blue.
Gotta let you know, yeah. See, I know about my roots and my culture, and I know about my real lifestyle. Me not go make them make me get vulgar. Me not go make them make me get high. African awaited creators, all you Africans out there. Got a little story to tell you. I know you're interested to where I found my road. So me up to educate all the little girls I road. I found my road. We can't tell you nothing else about the truth. I found my road. Now to be who I am, not I road. I found my road. Yeah.
And then I'm going to board back home.
Lies to rule and protect of I life. Africans with African pride, fighting to attain our rights. Want no more heading up good.
How are you coming
To move forward. Africans with African pride, fighting to attain our rights. You bring it back. Heading up good. Why? For this nation to move forward. But make we can all unite. Put each man difference aside. Why can't we just come together? See some tribal wars and fight. Who knows better must do better? A source of collective insight. May not be exposed to education, but surely knows wrong from right. Africans with African pride, fighting to attain our rights. Want no more shedding of blood for this nation to move forward. Africans with African pride.
Yes, brother, how you feeling, man? Don't I bring up back some good memories?
Yeah, buddy.
Yes,
It's a lot greener than that now, man.
yes, and I'm gonna show them
It's a lot greener than that.
a little more updated footage.
Yes, lush. It's more lush green.
So what we're gonna do?
Other pillar that you see over there. You see the East 35.
White pillar,
Yeah,
so this is
the same, you
36 family, and from 36 of this pillow. Here we go, right here. Your favorite house right here. All right, family. This is plot number 28, and this is the round house.
Wow. I like this door. The door is beautiful. The door is beautiful.
We're not going to be in
All good. The door is nice. Absolutely. The door is so nice.
Also, this is not okay. So this is the initial door.
It's done. So slightly mixed with a clean mix with a cement. But this
Solid.
yes. So to give it more solid, you need some little order to try.
Nice and neat.
Hey, don't you know it? I mean, the outhouse. That was the front, and this is the back.
Oh, okay. There we go, family. No, and that is not an outhouse. What that is, where the builders keep their supplies and things like that. So
nobody will see it. Lock up.
and then this also, it functions as a storage in general. Now, so family, be careful around, because this is heavily constructed area, working in progress. And this design, we love it. I just love when people build their dream homes. And this is my good brother Kamal dream home. One of the brothers that have traveled with us in the past, back in 2011, and now he's here building on Black Star Pan-African community. Yes, Azebo, don't you love it, man? How does that look good?
Man, it's a masterpiece, man. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when you did the videos and you were like, "Wow, I never seen round houses." Or, I mean, most of us never seen any of these things just going up. But that's where we're in, family. We're in the real estate development. We're gonna like grow and be the future of just doing this, and we're just strategizing and putting things in place. So we're reaching out to people who want to get into the game. As far as you want land, you want to be a part of a community, just reach out to us. The number, the email is below. And we just make things work for you. I mean, and everything that we're gonna tell you and connect with you is based on experience. And we've already walked the path, and then we're just getting stronger and stronger. And let me see, I got this video of the office, and for people looking for the rental, that's what I want to do. I want to show them how one of the rentals look by using our office. So let me see. I should have a good video. All right, let's try this one. Greetings, family. Welcome to our Black Star Pan-African Community house/office. This is Ghana, May 2022, and this is our office for all of our Black Star Pan-African community members and people who may have interest that want to just check out what we're doing and communicate with us. And just here to give you an updated connection from our last visit here, which was December 2021. And just want to let you know that we're still building a foundation, our office and everything. And we're still organizing things. So what you see is a foundation, and we're building upon it. Greetings, my brother Azebo. And our good brother here, Azebo, is the vice president of our organization, Black Star Pan-African Community. Brother Azebo, this is our good sister elder, Leonora Austin, or Dr. Austin. And
Dr. Austin.
And she has committed to 2 plots in the community. So, and then this is my good brother right here, Charles Giscombe. He has plots on the land. So there we go, family. Black Star Pan-African Community. And this is the living room area that we're gonna set up to make everything nice and neat for our office, to where we can run our business efficiently. So it's a starting point where we are, and we're gonna build from it. And then my brother got the red, black, and green flag. Greetings, my sister.
Hello, thank you.
Welcome to Nation Building 101.
Thank you very much.
And Brother Zebo, we won't go back. Brother Zebo, we won't go back there because it's you guys' private setting. This back area is the resident for our secretary and our brother Zebo managing the place, and also our assistant. Also assistant Afua, so all 3 of them are back here running the operation and doing a great job on building the foundation. So we won't go into their room area and space, because when we first came here, those rooms are empty.
This is a business idea that me and Afua came up with.
All right.
She wants to start an ice cream factory. She wants to make nice, creamy ice cream.
Beautiful.
And I told her that was her dream. So we're calling it Dream Ice Cream.
And that's what it is, brother. It starts from a foundation, it starts from a dream, and it starts from a vision. So
that's right.
That's what we have to keep doing. So keep encouraging the young generation here. You've been doing a great job.
That's right.
With the youth movement and energy, because the foundation is the future of our children. So
that's right. That's right.
So Zebo, much love and energy. So you have anybody from the youth organization around?
Sister Ifua and Sister Cassandra, Dr. Cassandra, went to the teller to get some money. But we're like,
you don't gotta talk the certain business on the recording, because I'm not editing anything.
Okay.
So it's all good. We're just gonna be here for a little bit. We're gonna walk around the town also. But everyone, let's show everyone the open areas we can show them. Let's go to the back and show the back area. And what I'll do is go in anyone's room, family, but these are the 3 bedrooms that we have back here. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. And what these units run for is $2,000 a year for rental. So it's a great place if you're looking to move from America.
Oh, that was a correction.
Share it and split the rent, and that's $1,000 each
1,002.
for a whole year, and then you can use the. Yeah, at that point, that price was that price. The value of the currency changed, so it's you
Right.
see the, So what I was talking about was months before then.
Right.
So earlier we explained to people that we have units that are available for 1,200 US dollars. So, or whenever people reach out to us, we give them whatever is just current, because things unfortunately change, right? So that's what we do for people, but we let them know that the prices and the accessibility is just all real. But yeah, yes. Let me continue and see what. There you go, man. Paparazzi. Your money will build your house on our community property. Yes, my brother. Yes, my brother. Yeah, this is my good brother. That's known us for years, and he see us building. We got the office here, and we're gonna work and make it work. So what I want you to do, my brother, is that you can take us to the back, through the kitchen.
Okay, come on.
All right, follow me, people.
All right.
All right, so family, the kitchen operation for what we're doing.
Yeah, everything is.
So kitchen, you have quick access right there from the living room area.
That's right. And this is the back door from the kitchen.
And as you can see, family, the backyard needs some work and things, but the main thing we want you to do is, and if you can't see it directly, I'll zoom in as best as possible, is our Black Star community. So
that red building signifies where our community is. That red building tells everybody where we're under development at.
And that's it, family. So the main thing is you get your 1-year rental here at this estate where our office is. This is not our land at this office here. We're just renting a house to run our business operation. But what you can do once you have your rental for 1 year, you can make your way up to your land and you can build your house and keep building. And then the goal is to have it done within a year. So don't you think that's a sweet deal, brother?
I think
you rent here and then you build your house, just like we rent in here and we're going to build our office.
That's right.
On our property.
You have to have a base, and if you want to participate in your own build, like myself, I want to participate in my own build. So all I have to do is walk from the office right across the street, and my home is going up as we speak. So I can participate in laying bricks, cleaning up, or participate in the construction of my own home.
There you go, and that's the perfect vision. And family, as you can see, we're right here by the roadside, so we got one of the best units, and we're gonna work on something what we can do back here. I don't know why all those heavy things are right there, but it's a good start. That's the main and most important thing.
That's exactly right. It's a good start.
Everybody, I see, but let them use the other restroom also. Okay. If you need another restroom, it's 2 bathrooms.
I'm good. I wouldn't thank you.
Eric or anybody else, if you need to use the restroom, there's another restroom. We have 2. We have one right here. That's split between 2 rooms. And there was this a connection. We have a Black Star Pan-African community office and her neighbors straight from Jamaica. I love that energy. And to show you the entrance point, family, literally as soon as we came off the main road in the town, we're just able to turn in and it brings us right to our Black Star Pan-African community office. And literally straight across the street up gives you direct access to the land. And that's the most important thing right there, family. So these are sequences that we have put together and the direct reference right there. As soon as we come in. And the good thing about this estate here is more development is going on, so more rentals will be available. And this is what we're looking to do. This is our solid game plan. Get you to rent here and you build your home across the street on the property. So this is a full-fledged repatriation move and connection. Yes, brother.
Wow.
Yes, brother. Yes, brother. Don't you love it? Don't you love it? Wasn't that beautiful?
Yeah,
Yeah, this
yeah, it's exciting.
yeah, we're not talking about it. We are, we are doing it. We are building it. Because earlier you mentioned to me that there's some people out there that's what they're doing, and some people are being confused, and we're letting people know that this is what we're doing, this is what we're building, and this is just some of the things that I've had to share. But I'm always telling people, right there, the link is right there, the website link is right there, and that's where all of the information is, and all the documentation that we share online. They could just check out videos and pictures, and it's just so much information. So people have to just take their time and look through it. But the good thing about it is that these things are being presented to you. It's upfront to you, and it's at no charge, no nothing. It's just there for you as information only. And then if you like what you're feeling, you holler at us, reach out to us, talk to us, and then we can work with you on getting what you need set up, because that's what we do. That's why we have this connection set up from here in America to there in Ghana. Yes, Azebo, we're getting close to where we need to close out as we're approaching the 3-hour mark, brother. So let me know if you want to share some final thoughts, some final information.
I would just like to add, just like we call them armchair revolutionaries.
Rock on, brother. Yeah, brother. First of all, go ahead and give that definition, and then get into the armchair revolution. This is one of my favorite topics, because the reality of it is, what you're looking at, family, is people who are dedicated to a serious movement, and we don't want to be confused, because sometimes they use the same title and words. Yeah, we're talking about Pan-Africanism and nationhood and nation building and things like that, but we are actually living the life, and we're walking the walk, and not just talking the talk.
And you got people that they talk, they do the talking, and then they're behind the computer, talking about who said what, or they get their dates and all of that stuff, but they never participated in the struggle itself. Then you got people that's got boots on the ground and actually is doing it, that actually doing what people behind the computer is talking about. So I mean, you if you talk something, you have to manifest what you say. Let your words become your manifestation. Let your actions become your words, rather than just talking. And we're living in that age to where anything that you say can manifest. We're living in the age of reality, to where things are evolving to the point to where if you believe it, you can achieve it. And I think there is a such thing as black wealth. Back during slavery, they used black bodies as a symbol of wealth. Now they're using it was a resource. Black bodies was used to build America. In fact, to build a number of cities and countries. But now black wealth is the actual oil and the resources of Africa. So they go from one thing, they go from black bodies exploiting the wealth of Africa itself, you know. But, you know, like I'm saying, we're in a new age. We're living a new paradigm. You see what I'm saying? So black wealth is the wealth that was given to us by our creator, our ancestors. You know, it's a legacy that we have yet to claim, you know, because we're caught up in a system of white supremacy. You know, we think like white people. We act like white people. Our minds and our paradigm is in the paradigm of white people, of white supremacy. So, you know, we need to get, we need to build our own paradigm and build our own institutions to match that paradigm. You know, it's no longer, I mean, Babylon is falling. Let's give it up. You know, look at 50 Cent. 50 Cent is broke. You know, look at you know.
Explain.
You know,
explain. You said somebody broke. You have to explain that.
50 Cent is broke simply because I mean, you know, we use our wealth that we get from a system that's oppressed us and exploit us, and we buy rims. You know, we buy rims for our cars. We buy expensive clothing, and rather than taking that money and investing in cobalt, investing in gold, investing in land. It's the case. Investing in your motherland, Africa. Investing in schools and hospitals. So I mean, we have, nobody's responsible for building our paradigm but us, and that paradigm is the Pan-African Black Star Pan-African community. At least it's a beginning, but let's face it, we gotta start somewhere. You know, the first step to 1,000 miles, the first direction to 1,000 miles is taking that first step, you know. We got to start somewhere, you know. Marcus Garvey started it, you know, and that was 100 years ago. We still ain't got to that point yet. We're gonna wake up, man. You know, that's just the way it is, you know. We gotta wake up to the reality that nobody's gonna build power, nobody's gonna build counter institutions for us but us. The Chinese ain't gonna do it, Jesus ain't gonna do it. You know, white folks ain't gonna do it. We gotta do it. We got to build, we gotta reclaim our legacy. Our legacy is the continent of Africa. We gotta reclaim it. Can't nobody do this but us.
All right, appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Let me bring on one of our other good brothers. Yes, greetings, Kwame Asante. Greetings, brother. How are you? All right, let's make sure that you're unmuted. Yes, greetings, brother Kwame. How are you? All right.
We can't hear you.
Yes, we cannot hear you. Our brother's out and about. He probably caught us at a bad time when he's out and about. All right, there you go. Your mic is unmuted now. All right, Zebo. All right. Once we can hear you, we'll just talk with you. But Zebo, let you and I continue. Where did we leave off at?
Yeah. You know, like I
We're
was
getting
saying.
ready to, we probably just need to wrap it
Can
up.
you hear me?
Oh
Can
yeah,
you hear me
perfect.
now?
Our brother is back. Oh yes, greetings, Kwame. Greetings, brother. How are you? All right, and as soon as I did that, he is dropped off. That is unfortunately. So family, join us. And then beyond that, we have went through a whole lot of information. And the other thing that we have is our website. So family, that's the link to the main menu, and that's all of the articles here. Similar information to what we share with you when we're sharing the newsletter. But that's all the details right there for our community. All the links, all the updates, and then that's just once you clear on it, you can just literally just reach back out to us. But it's one of those things where you just want someone to just process information to be clear and then move on to the next process. And that's why we have videos and pictures and documentation. Let me just link our brother back in the stream. Yes, brother. Greetings. Hopefully you can hear us well. Yes, sir. We can hear you now. Unfortunately, we cannot hear you. Greetings, Zebo. Can you hear me, brother?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, man. I know it's been a long day, man. I know you ready to eat your lobster and kingfish, and relax for the day and things like that, man. I know it's a long day there. So brother, we'll keep on working on these things, and what I want to show everyone is yes, family, lots of information for you. Lots of information for you to join the Black Star Pan-African community, and reading is fundamental. And based on the title, all of these details that we have for you on the website, africafortheafricans.org. So this is introduction, sitemap, land survey, GPS, lands commission, search, prime objectives, business opportunities, building and buying homes, membership, rules and code of conduct, membership application, pictures and videos, committees, bylaws, getting started, land, cost, requirements, and refund policy. So those are all of the information that you'd want to just have a level of clarity before you just get into things. So those are the things that we provide upfront, and that is being real, that's being honest, and that's letting our people know that we just want you just to do your research, and then this when you're ready, just let's do it. So yes, my good brother, love the energy in the background. So we have shared a whole lot of information, so I'm just gonna put back up one of our famous banners, and that's it right there. So that's where you find information, family, for what I'm showing you right here on our website. So let me see if I can add our brother in before we close. And it's always good to have new people in. Yes, brother, you are live on Revolutionary Cam. Welcome to Pan-Africanism Towards Nationhood. Yes, greetings, brother. Greetings. Just want you to share some energy with the vision of what we build in the Black Star Pan-African community and why you decided to join us in this incredible venture. Zebo, I'm just doing a sound check. You can hear me, right? And we cannot hear our brother. He's on
Yes.
mute.
Sound check.
Unmute.
Can you hear me?
Yes. All right. You're unmuted. All right, Kwame, you're unmuted. Go ahead. All right, brother. It's been a long day. Got to work on some other projects. Appreciate you joining in and us connecting and us working on the things we're working on. And I'm letting people know that when they do visionary stuff, it's not as simple as they think it is. But when when you're doing visionary stuff and you see us progressing, support the energy and just keep building together. And we got your back, especially if you want to move to Ghana, and especially if you want to move in the direction of where our town is. We got your back. So
That's
yes,
right,
brother.
brother.
Yes, so enjoy the day, enjoy the night, and I can connect back with you. And we're going to keep we're going to keep the work going and keep holding the line. And that's what I'm telling you, family. This is serious business. So the link is right there. Check it out and just reach out to
Right,
us.
brother.
Yes, good night.
All right, peace.
All right, yes, family, and we're gonna play a nice little. That's the website right there.